Hey, fellow gamers, it's Glidercat, and it's time to play more Foundry. Here we go. We've done some aesthetics to clean up the factory. I don't know why I call it lab sometimes, but we've done some aesthetics to clean up the factory and make it look a little nicer. We've augmented our solar array, so we've got a bunch more power being generated. We'll just keep an eye on this, and hopefully these batteries will get charged up during the day. If not, we will we'll do another episode and beef up the solar array even more. Maybe add another 8 panels until we can get all those batteries charged. So we'll just keep an eye on that. We'll try to remember when the sun goes down to head over there and just see how much charge we have. In the meantime, we want to get back to the pursuit of Science Pack 2s. And what we did before, a couple episodes ago, we expanded our Technoferrite. I don't know why I call it Technoferrite. Xenoferrite ore here. There we go. So we've got 2 more assemblers here producing plates for us. And let's take a look at the build menu to see what it's going to take, or the crafting menu to see what it's going to take to create those Science Pack 2s and just refresh our memory. We've got 5 conveyors and 10 building blocks. So if we start actually with, well, let's see. Let's go in here. The conveyors require electronic components, machinery parts. Xenoferrite plates and machinery parts. So we can make conveyors pretty much just out of Xenoferrite. So let's do that. We've already got the, let's see. We've got Xenoferrite plates. We just need machinery parts. Let's take a look here. So let's put another assembler up here for machinery parts, and we'll feed it. We'll output a couple lines here and feed it the plates, the Xenoferrite plates, and then we can make machinery parts. And then I think if we combine the machinery parts with more Xenoferrite plates, that's what's going to get us the conveyors. Yep, machinery parts and Xenoferrite plates. And then we can send that down, way down here somewhere. And then we'll join up maybe over here with some assemblers to create the other thing that we need for the science packs, which is Science Pack 2s, I should say, which is the building blocks. Because the building blocks are going to take technum rods as well. So we know we're going to need more Xenoferrite plates for this. This takes 6 Xenoferrite plates for each. Oh, but you get 5 building blocks out of it. All right, so that's not too bad. So I'm guessing what we're going to do is for these 2 assemblers that are creating plates, we're probably going to use these both all up for our conveyor production. And then earlier, between episodes a while ago, I cleared out all this space, and I'm thinking we can drop another drone miner over here and then maybe build some more Xenoferrite plate production and have that sent down way down there in order to generate the building blocks along with the technum rods. All right, so let's do that. So let's fill out this space here with a more platform. Got a fair number of building blocks here. And I think just at the end of the last episode, I grabbed the technum rods that we had stockpiled in our assembler over there. And what I'm thinking is we'll put machinery parts. We'll put an assembler here for machinery parts right around in this area. And then in here, we'll do the machinery parts. We'll do an assembler for conveyor belts, and we'll feed it Xenoferrite plates from this guy, and we'll bring in machinery parts from the other assembler here. So we need 2 assemblers and a whole mess of loaders. So let's go craft that stuff up. Assemblers here. Let's grab 2 of those. I'm guessing we're going to need what? At least 4 loaders. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to grab 2 more because I probably got it wrong. And then how are we doing on conveyors? We've got 21. Let's craft up some of these while we're here. And we're sticking with level 1 conveyors for now. We'll see. We'll upgrade to level 2s a little bit later when we see that we need it. Just some kind of conserving resources until we truly need that. All right, let's see if our assemblers have built. Our backpack here, and we can maybe place both of these. I need room between these two assemblers for 2 loaders. So why don't I just come back this way? And where do I want the panel? I guess it can stay. Let's see. 5 in between. Let's do that. And then let's go ahead and put this panel. Better yet, I'm going to clear this out. Just hit the Z. Clear this. Let's have the panel facing outward, and then I'll bust this out later, and we'll have a walkway maybe that comes up behind these guys. Back to our backpack. Grab our assembler. And I'm actually going to put the panel facing that wall. And I want maybe 5 blocks in between these two things. So let me line up 5. Boom. And we'll do the same thing here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. There's our assemblers. We want to feed this guy the Xenoferrite plates that are coming from this other assembler right nearby here. So we'll drop 2 loaders down. Pair these guys up. This guy's on intake. We don't. We want him output. We want that one on intake. We need to set up a recipe here. Let's go ahead and fill this part with some building blocks. Doop, 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 doop. Done. And let's pick a recipe on this. This is going to be the machinery parts. Bam. And then we need 2 loaders here. Let's see how ugly that is, if that's going to be horrible or not, or if they fit. I think they'll fit. It's just not the best. Oh, they're not going to fit. Bummer. I'm going to have to come one more out, and that's going to mess up this a little bit. Mess up our symmetric nature here. That's all right. Let me clean that up. Let's do it. Z. Boom. And we'll just head to the backpack. Do this. Whoops. Back here, and I think we need to come back 4. And we have the panel facing outward, and let's see. That's not going to line up anymore, but that's all right. We'll fix it later. Okay, so now we need loaders between these 2 guys. I think I'll go right in the middle. Boom. Boom. And we will feed the machinery parts into our assembler that's going to be making the conveyors. So let's rotate that. Bam. That should be good. Let's check our input-output settings. We want that guy to output machinery parts and this guy to take them. And then we want this guy to be conveyors. All right. Okay, so he's starting to take in machinery parts. That's good. So he's got 3. Let's just wait and see that tick up one more. Not sure why. Let's see. Why is that not? It should be. Oh, he's producing them. It's just a little slow, it looks like. Yeah, he's kicking them out. And let's see. He's only got 3, so let's check this again. Intake, output. Those, I think, are in the right direction. Otherwise, this guy wouldn't have any. Oh, so this guy's holding up. He's waiting till he gets some plates to do it. All right, let's clean this up and make it a little more symmetric so these 2 guys line up. I'm just going to move this guy out of the way and bring him over one more. Go to the backpack. Right-click. His panel is facing outwards. I think, let's see, do we have 4? Okay, that looks about right there. And then we'll move some of this over as well. Get rid of this guy. And what we can do, why don't we just drop that loader over here? And then drop a couple belts here. And make sure that is set to input, and then we'll be good. Okay. That's back up and running. We need to reconfigure this guy to do plates. plates, that is. All right, there he goes. Let's just check my inventory and see. When I lifted this guy up, he was loaded with plates. Let's see if they put those in my inventory. They probably did. Looks like I got plenty of plates in here. All right, all right, all right. Now we need to feed this assembler some additional plates. So let's do that off of here. Boom. Boom. Send these two guys together. Boom, boom. Let's check our intake, outtake. We want this guy to take them in, and we want this guy to spit them out. Now we should see this guy start producing conveyors. Awesome. Very good. Now we've got conveyors. That's half of our recipe. Oh, hey, it's getting to be dusk here. Let's go check our batteries real fast and just see how many are full. We're not going to address this problem. There's 2 that are full. 2 more that are kind of full. Those look full. Those, okay, there's 2 batteries, it looks like, that are not getting fully charged. They are connected. They look like they're all connected. So in the next episode after this one, maybe we'll do, we'll get some more solar panels down. Looks like we're not fully charging our batteries. Now the challenge will be to just keep an eye and see if we make it through the night on battery power. I don't think our burners have any fuel in them. Let's just check this one. Nope, he's clean out. And I think there was one more somewhere that had filled up, but I'm not going to go chasing after it. Let's just see if we make it through the night. Okay, so back to our recipe. If we look in the crafting menu for the Science Pack 2s, so we've got conveyors being built. Now we need to do building blocks. And it's going to take 10 building blocks. Building blocks, we're going to have to bridge the Xenoferrite and the Technum somewhere. So I'm going to need a bunch more Xenoferrite plates. Let's get that started since we've been working in this area of the lab, and I can use my handy dandy new staircase here. Sweet. Need to find a way to get over all this. Maybe I'll put a staircase up here. Or, yeah, some way to get up over this stuff. Maybe around the back here. We're going to have some stuff going here. For now, I'm just going to hop up, and our next aesthetic episode, we'll clean that up maybe and find a way up here a little easier. Okay, so now I want to set up another whole deal here, really. We need drone miner. We need all the good stuff. So let's dig down. Let's dig down and start putting a platform here. And then we're going to need to connect it to power, which maybe, is there any power underneath this? Yeah, there is. There's blocks, but low voltage power grid is kind of what I was referring to. So let's go ahead and drill out a little bit of this. I'll do this all on camera here real quick because there's not much. And I guess that's going to be our layer down here. And interesting, that ore is underneath here a little bit. I wonder how far it goes back. That looks like that might be it. Oops. Flashlight. Let's take a look at the lab. I see smoke coming up from the building, so far we haven't run out of energy yet. And what I'm thinking of doing, I guess, let's build some platform here. I guess I shouldn't cover the iron. I don't know if the drone miners can go, burrow underneath stuff or not. So this time we're going to extend these building blocks all the way up like this. They should be connected to the grid. I could always throw a light on, just to confirm it. And I submitted a suggestion to the developers just suggested maybe they could put like a subtle little corner light here or some little tiny light on each of these building blocks to indicate whether they've got power going through them and they're connected to the low voltage power network or not. It'd be nice to know if there was anything that was not connected. Just an easy way to tell. All right, so we're gonna have to burrow out a little more of this. It's not a lot, so I'm just gonna do it right here on camera, and you guys can watch. Doesn't take too long. We got an improved drill speed, and that has helped. And then there's further upgrades to drill speed as we go on, but we probably need Science Pack 2s before we can research that. And the pursuit of Science Pack 2s is exactly what we're on right this very minute. So let's build out this platform a little bit more. There we go. And now we could pop a drone miner right in this corner even. I'm trying to think of how we can maximize the number of drone miners working on this. Let's try that. Let's build a couple. No, just one. Let's build one because we can feed 2 assemblers with that. Let's go to the crafting menu. Let me check my inventory real quick and make sure I don't have any. Pretty sure I don't. So we want a drone miner. Oh, and there's level 2s of these too, so that'll be interesting. You know, we're kind of crowding these guys in. Like I've blocked some of the output ports on this drone miner. So if we did ever upgrade it, it might be challenged to take use of that. Although I guess we could speed up the belts and speed up everything else. So we'll get there when we get there. Let's go ahead and drop the drone miner off. We will. Here it is. I guess I'm thinking right here, because they can access all this stuff. What's it say? 73, 64, 55. I'm thinking right here. Maybe on the corner? No, how about right here? I wonder if I could actually, can I hover? No, I can't really hover it over. Let's do it right there. We'll move it later if we want. It's got power, so they should hop out of there and start hitting it, which they are. And now we need to figure out where we want to place more assemblers to process this ore. And I think we're going to end up routing it out here. And that I probably will do between episodes because burrowing out this through this stuff is pretty hard. But I may clear out a little bit and then we can run a belt of these technoplates all the way down way over there. We have some being produced down here, but once we unlock the other assembler over here that's making our technom rods, we're going to start consuming a lot more from that assembler. So I don't think we can do that. I'm going to go steal some rods out of here just while I'm thinking about it. Now it's backing up. There we go. And maybe I'll craft some building blocks while we're got the resource. That'll free up some room in my inventory, actually, as I consume the Xenoferrite plates and technom rods. Or Xenoferrite plates, sorry. You can see our science packs are backing up. I'm okay with that because eventually we will be using these. So I don't mind, actually. They can back up all they want. All right. So back up the hill here. Let's go take our stairs that we made. Let's see, is the lighting better? The lighting looks a little better. We had some issues. If you're with me on the episode where we put the lights in, there were some issues with the lighting on the stairs, but it looks like it's kind of fixed itself. They look better. It looks better now. All right. Let's hop over here. Yeah, so now I can run a belt out this way. Just trying to think the best way where to place a couple more assemblers. I'm going to put a couple more assemblers for Xenoferrite plates. I guess we're going to have to do some drilling here. One more level down because I've got the platform here. Let's do a quick take or a fast forward here. I'm going to burrow out some of this land. And then I'm going to think about where we want to put these next 2 assemblers for Xenoferrite plates. All right, bear with me. Here we go. All right, that's it for the first little bit of burrowing. We can get rid of this thing here. This staircase. And let's place some more of our platform low voltage power network here. Boom. And we overlap with this. Well, let's just see. Where can we put these guys? Let's build our 2 assemblers. Where are we at? There we are. 1, 2, and then we're going to need a bunch more loaders. Let's grab several of these. 5, 10. How's that? And then how are we doing on belts? Conveyors, what do we got? 51. Let's grab a few more of these too. Craft them. I could have grabbed them out of the other assembler now that we're making these. All right, let's see where we want to place these guys. Don't have a strong feeling for where the best placement is. I think let's have the panels forward like this. And then let me burrow out a little bit more. We'll do this one on camera. Just want to get a couple more rows. Place these down, and again we're going to route these all the way down the hill and then join up kind of at the bottom of the hill with some technum rods, excuse me, and then we can build the building blocks in an assembler and then route those building blocks and the conveyors we're making over here into yet another assembler, and that guy should be spitting out Science Pack 2s for us. We'll be in good shape and we can start chasing that research tree. Let's go ahead and place the second assembler. About right there. We'll keep the panel forward. Now I want to route 4 out of these guys. So this one, let's put a loader here and just do it this. All right, let's check the setting on our loaders. Make sure we're doing intake and output. That looks good. We'll set a recipe again to our Xenoferrite plates. And then let's run another loader off of our drone miner. And this time, see, how do we want to route this into the other assembler? So I think we might take a turn. Let's do that. Let's put the loader here. Boom. And let's see if I can make this work. I think we can. Let's just let's do this one first, like that. And this guy like that. Invalid connection. Okay, I think we saw last time we can't change direction underneath the conveyor or underneath the loader. So let's see, I accidentally took out a base block down there. We'll pop that one back in. We'll grab our belt. I think I can just do 2 this way. That should do it. Let's set the recipe here. Same thing. Boom, boom. Xenoferrite plates. There they go. Here, this guy's already accumulating Xenoferrite plates. Then what I was thinking of doing, we're getting near the end of the episode here, was exiting out the back here and maybe having these guys both feed the same belt and then run that belt down this way. But I want to push this wall over because I want this to be kind of a walking space. So off camera or between episodes, I'm going to burrow out maybe 3 or 4 rows of this hill and clear that out for us. And then we'll just come down this step with the belt all the way down, down. We'll do that part in the next episode. Maybe I'll fill this in too. In between episodes, maybe I'll fill in this chasm And then we're going to come down here and we're going to probably set up science pack 2s. I was thinking just right in an area like right here. So we'll beef up our technum production and our technum rod production, at least double that up. Also, maybe in the next episode. Then we'll send those new technum rods down to meet up with the conveyor belts and the Xenoferrite plates, and we should then be able to assemble our science pack 2s, and then we can route those back here behind all this stuff and behind our research lab 1 and shoot them into the back of research lab 2. The other thing in the last episode, when we were looking at the energy, it's very interesting to me that, you know, we have to power these loaders with the biomass burners, but eventually that is going to run out of power and we're going to forget about it. So I don't know if I want to extend, you know, you guys tell me in the comments if you think it makes sense for us to extend the low voltage power network all the way out there. That's a bunch of building blocks, but maybe we do that as part of another aesthetic episode and we create a lighted walkway coming all the way through here. And maybe across the front of the labs, and then we'll just shoot off some building blocks towards the back of the labs to power the loaders in the back. We could do that, have a walkway out front here with more lights. That might look pretty cool. So I think we made it through the night, actually, with the electricity that we have. This power cable looks kind of goofy hanging here. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't put any more on that one. But this one kind of draped across the front. Looks kind of stupid. Let's do a tiny little bit of aesthetics right here. Do I have any power poles? I don't. Let's craft one real quick. And just fix this one little nuisance, which is the appearance of these. So I'm going to drop a power pole here and just see if I take up this solar panel and drop it back down. I did ask if there's a way to delete the power cables, so I'm waiting to hear back on that. But in the meantime, I just am deleting whatever it's connected to. So I was thinking something a little nicer. This guy's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, so he's got room for one more connection. Let's take this pole and then we'll connect the solar panel up this way. Okay, now we don't have that wire draped in front of our walkway, so that's better. Let's go check these batteries. Yeah, so they're not filling up. These last two are not. We're not getting enough energy to really fill these up, I think, in the day. We can check in the next episode or just keep an eye on it. But eventually, I think we're going to throw some more solar panels down. Probably going to have to do that after we finish Science Pack 2 production, because we're going to be putting a lot of stuff down that requires energy, so we're probably going to use it up. All right, let's wrap this episode here. What do? We started with our getting more in place for our Science Pack 2 production. We put down a couple Xenoferrite plate assemblers up here. And then we put down a couple assemblers down here, one to build machine parts, and then one to take machine parts and more Xenoferrite plates and spit out conveyors for us. Those are both going to be needed when we eventually do our Science Pack 2s. All right, so let's call it here. I'll clear out some stuff in between episodes, and then I'll show you what I did when we get back. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you sticking with me during this Let's Play. It's Foundry early access. At the time of making this video, it's only available on itch.io, but it will be coming to Steam eventually. And I've got the build number that I'm running in the description, so check that out, because there's going to be a lot more development in this game. But for now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying I'll see you in the next episode.